And we're back to the Goodwood. It was called the Awesome Again for a few years, and then Santa Anita management looked at it and realized Awesome Again never raced at Santa Anita, so they decided to go back to the original naming of this Grade 1 affair, the Goodwood. It is still a must for any number of handicap horses, especially if you're trying to get into the Breeders' Cup Classic, part of the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series. Morning line favorite is First Mission, rider to be announced. Full Serrano, second choice at 2-1.
Yeah, Full Serrano coming off that really good effort down at Del Mar. That was a sort of a comeback race. He hadn't been seen since his win in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. Set him up for this. John Sadler was really happy and pleased with the way he came back. He was supposed to win, but he did it nicely. You're always concerned off a long left. First Mission, as you mentioned, for Brad Cox, comes in with a resume. He's always there or thereabouts.
Let's take a look at Privman, who broke his maiden at Del Mar this summer. He is 2 for 2 around 2 turns. He cleared the maiden condition, and immediately after this effort we're going to show you, would clear the non-winners of one condition, and that's a tough way to go. I mean, not a lot of horses can clear their conditions of back-to-back races. I know he started 0 for 3, but give credit where credit is due.
Well, it's the 2 turns, right? Since he stretched out, that's been the difference by Justified and Uncle Mo mare. So he was always going to get better as the races got longer. Massive jump up in class, though, into a Grade 1. But this isn't the deepest Goodwood that we've seen, so this is a right shot to take a spot.
And then First Mission coming out of the Iceland at Monmouth. He was third in the Stephen Foster. Won the Oaklawn handicap at Arkansas this past spring. But here's a look at his Philip Island Stakes at Monmouth back on the 16th of August.
Yeah, he was the odds-on favorite this day. Didn't get it done. I mean, he was just second best. No excuses behind Surface to Air. Like I said, he's always there or thereabouts. He's very consistent. Hasn't really proven himself as a Grade 1 animal yet. His best effort actually was in the Foster when he was third behind Sierra Leone and Mindframe.
As we are just a few days away from opening day, 2 days from opening day, 3 days away from this race, Full Serrano, you mentioned that comebacker last time I was at Del Mar. I actually tried to beat him that day. And when you see the margin of victory, you're going to think, what were you thinking? Well, I wasn't. I didn't see this coming. But I'd say confidently that they got him right where they want him going into the Goodwood.
Yeah, I mean, look, he was meant to win here. He was a heavy, heavy favorite. I mean, he was head and shoulders above everyone else just on form line, so he was supposed to win. But like you said, there was always a little bit of a concern, but he crushed this group. Sets him up well for this race.
So Full Serrano, morning line favorite, or morning line second choice, I should say, hoping to punch his ticket to the Breeders' Cup. Let's take a look at as good as it gets notable winners of the Goodwood and their Breeders' Cup Classic finish. So Accelerate parlayed it into a victory. California Chrome in 2016 with that heartbreaking loss to Arrogate. Mucho Macho Man, Pleasantly Perfect, Tis Now, all turned to win in the Goodwood into a Breeders' Cup Classic victory. Silver Charm, second. And, of course, the Great Ferdinand in 1987.
Yeah, I mean, this is really good stepping stone. I mean, it's timed perfectly for preparation for the Breeders' Cup Classic. Been a little light the last couple of years, obviously since 2018, but there's some big names up there.
And here's a look at horses that have already won their way into the Longines Breeders' Cup Classic. Costa Nova in Tokyo, Ombudsman in the Juddmonte International in York, and then Hit Show and Forever Young with the races in Saudi Arabia and Dubai. But then the names we all know: Journalist, Mindframe, Sierra Leone, Fierceness in the Pacific Classic, and then Antiquarian, kind of the now horse in the Jockey Club Gold Cup.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he was the beneficiary of what happened at the start there with it was Mindframe, right? The unseated Irad Ortiz. So, yeah, he punched the ticket, though.
You can punch your ticket, and this is what you get out of it. It's an automatic entry into the Longines Classic on November 1st. $150,000 in entry fees paid by the Breeders' Cup. $10,000 award to the nominator, and a $10,000 travel allowance if your horse is based outside of California.